Hi guys.
Hi.
So we've had the keys to the shop for a little bit over 2 weeks now. First thing you may notice is that it's a little bit brighter in here. We've had the walls painted a brighter white, and also the ceilings.
Ignore the fan.
We're going to still clean up that fan there, but the ceilings we have also painted it white. It was black. Remember, it was black before. We felt that with the black, it kind of made things. Although it was a pretty cool looking ceiling, it made the room feel a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So I think
lower as well.
Made it feel smaller, lower. So the white kind of opens it up, brightens up the place as well, because we want to make this future tea angle shop here a really bright, fun, vibrant place to have some tea.
Yeah.
Also on the ground here, we've also just marked up where the big custom counter is going to be.
Yeah.
So that's about the size there. This last week we've been kind of putting, we've been kind of finalising some details for for some of the other things in the shop, like the counter, finalising the details on what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
The placement of our shelves on the wall, and also what we're planning to do is to have a bit of custom artwork, a sort of wall mural up there. We've got about
5 meters.
5 or so
wide.
meters. Yeah, about 5 meters of space wide.
Yeah, and then about from here to the top it's about 2 meters.
2 meters of space there, with most of it happening at the top half. So it's going to be a bit of a big project. We're planning to paint that ourselves. So that's going to be an exciting thing to do. Hopefully it works out well and we don't mess it up. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. The floors. We've painted the floors, because I don't know if you remember in our last video, previously the shop, the floors looked like this. Green, purpley, all that
pink,
nasty,
red.
weird colours. We just painted it a flat grey colour to make things consistent and not so messy. One more thing we did, we also installed this new sink here. So finally we can have some clean water and actually have a proper tea session in the shop. So here it is, the first official proper tea sesh in the future Tea Angle shop.
Contractors to do various work for the shop lately, I always get asked these two same questions. So first one, very obvious, they will ask me, what do you do for the shop? And I'll say, we are doing a tea shop, we're selling tea. And the second question they will ask me, so do you make the tea yourselves? So I found this question very interesting. Actually, not just the tradies contractor ask us this question, we actually get asked quite often when we go to various events like the market store,
tea festivals,
or other different kinds of events.
But I've been asked this question by quite a few people actually who don't know anything about our brand, and they see us at the tea festival or at the markets, and one of the questions I ask is like, do we make the teas ourselves? Obviously the answer is no, because we go on to explain that the types of teas that we have, and the teas that we're interested in, they're just pure tea leaves, premium pure tea leaves that only contain one ingredient, and that's just tea leaves. Tea leaves from the Camellia sinensis plant. Just that. That's it. No added flavors, any other blended materials or anything in it. Just pure tea leaves. I guess there's a general trend that's happening within the Australian, Australian tea market. Is that in that there's a lot of companies that are creating their own bespoke blends of teas, where they grabbing either a whole bunch of different dry ingredients and putting it together and making their own unique blends, or even taking a blend of different tea leaves, different types of black teas, for example, mixing them together and creating their own kind of breakfast blends. And then once they do that, having their own blend, people associate that with them having made their own teas as well. But for us, the teas that we're interested in requires very specific, a specific set of skills and lots of years and decades of experience. There's a lot of reasons why we can't make this kind of product here in Australia right now. Like, let's just take, for example, this tea that we're drinking right here. It's a Yogui from the Yushan region in northern Fujian in China. I've done a previous video that details rock tea, that goes into rock tea in a bit more detail. We'll link it up here, so check that out if you want to find out more about this type of tea. But essentially, there's a lot of things that goes into making something like this. Like first, let's just talk about the skill that's involved. This being a rock tea is a type of oolong tea, which there's a certain there's a whole lot of steps involved in actually producing. Taking it from raw tea leaves to the final product. Those steps takes years, decades to master. We've gone to the tea farm, we've seen kind of how they make it, we've seen the processes that they go through, but there's a lot of nuance in all these different steps. We know the steps, but
how are you gonna make it right?
I mean, you give us a bunch of tea leaves, we go through the step, we're not gonna be able to get it right. It's like,
so how many times you need to shake it, and how strong or how light you need to shake it.
Or bake it. How hard do you need to bake it? But let's just say, hypothetically, that we decided to follow a tea master for a while, a tea producer, many years, 5 years, 10 years, every day in, day out making this, and he showed us all the steps. Firstly, even if we were to follow them for 10 years, they may not pass on all their secrets to us. Then you have the problem of the variety altogether.
I actually have so many different varietals. Each varietals have this different flavor profile to it.
Characteristics, qualities.
So but let's just say we bring this variety, this Yogui variety.
This one here. Let's just say we're just focusing on this Yogui here, and our goal is to try and create something like this, but in Australia ourselves. Got the skills?
Got the skills.
Experience? We bring back the machinery. So bring all these different bits of equipment back over here. We found a piece of land. Okay, and we also got some varietals as well. We plant them. Okay, we cultivate them, which takes a while, and
at least 5 years before you actually can pick the tea leaves and make the tea leaves.
And that's providing that they survive in this harsh Australian climate.
Just sometimes it can get really hot and really dry. So tea plants, they don't really like dryness. They like humidity. So with all this sunshine, might be too harsh for them, and they will grow really quickly. So if they grow very fast, it actually result less flavors to the tea. They actually lose a lot of nutrition in the tea.
There's a lot of they haven't had a chance to really develop. I think
the complexity.
More the complexities. For example, the climate in Yushan is completely different to the climate here in Australia.
And the soil and the mountains.
All different.
All different. But that's not to say we can't grow tea in Australia at all. We actually can. There are actually quite a few plantations in Victoria, Queensland, I think even in Tasmania. So, but those varietals that they have are from Japan. So it's a Japanese varietal. So they mainly produce green tea and black tea. But none of them is produced to oolong tea or other white tea or yellow tea and even pu'er, of course.
So as you can see, this question of do we make our own tea?
Our answer is obviously, once again, no. We don't make the tea ourselves.
No. As you can see, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and to be able to get these products.
And we should leave all the credit to the farmers, to produce it. So our goal is to connect to the farmers and producers in China, learn as much as we can, and to identify which is good tea and which is bad, and bring back the good tea and share it to you guys. So this is the end of our video. I just found that questions very interesting and thought we should share it to you guys. And expand a bit more and explain why we can't make the tea ourselves.
Yeah. So if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We're going to be continuing to work on setting up our shop. There's still a lot of work that needs to go into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be posting updates as we go along and as we're trying to get this place ready for business in a couple of weeks. So a lot of work to do and we'll get back to it. So see you guys in the next video.